about Diddy was a fed. You understand?
Kanye said
and
that.
all this other stuff like that. And then he talked all kind of crazy shit about Diddy. And that's how these dudes in this industry do, man. They ain't got no loyalty to themselves, bro.
Dang.
So by him going on it, and now they say him and Diddy made amends and stuff like that. Remember he I think he did a t-shirt, a shirt or something to say free Puff and all this other stuff.
What
so
the hell?
Kanye is on his, he's looking for the attention.
He did a hug.
For him to be mentioned in the trial, and they didn't let it go through because the reason they didn't let it go through is because they said it wasn't pertinent to the charges that Puff was facing. So what happened, Jane went to Vegas and she was invited by allegedly Kanye West and his wife and them and everything like that. And they went to plays, they went to show, they went out to eat and everything. And then later on that night, they went to a hotel room. Whereas there's some other couples in there too and some other people. And there wasn't a freak off, but it was one of the guys who does the freak off with her.
Wow.
And they were all sitting around watching and drinking while this guy was having sex with another sex worker or whatever like that. And while all of them just watching him have sex and stuff. I guess it's some rich people industry that they do.
They freaky.
But they were just sitting around watching this dude have a live porn section right there in front of them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So she started talking about that incident in court. And that's how Kanye West's name came up. And which they didn't say his name, but they said his name because it was an objection done. You know how they do objection or rule, all this other stuff like that. So they said it was a rapper who's married. They gave a description of it and it pointed straight to Kanye. And then it so happened the next day he goes up in the courtroom.
Somebody told him.
Somebody
told him.
It's crazy, bro. It seemed like that to me, if Kanye West is paying sex workers to have sex in front of him and his friends, ain't that sex trafficking?
Sound like
it. Done in Vegas. I think it may be legal in Vegas though. I think that's legal in Vegas.
Gene, all them seem like they freaks.
But Kanye West, he would be facing sex trafficking charges if it was anywhere else. But in Vegas, I don't think it's, I think it's legal in Vegas, bro. So he may not have an issue, he may not have a problem. But does he have a license to do it? That's another thing. So if the federal government wants you, they'll figure out some kind of way to get you. But it was just so funny that how was his name or his likeness or whatever was mentioned one day, then the next day he's up in court.
That's true.
That was crazy.